All right, guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be another game recommendation. I think I'm just going to start calling these terrible recommendations. Maybe that is a little unintuitive. Maybe these recommendations are terrible. You could be the one to decide that. But today, we have another game for you guys. One of my faves of recent memory. This is Rivals of Aether. And if you have ever wanted to get into a platform fighter like Super Smash Bros., but you didn't want to go through the hassle of first owning a Switch for something like Smash Bros. Ultimate, or having to figure out how to use the Slippi client for Super Smash Bros. Melee, or maybe Melee is just extremely daunting, which I wouldn't blame you because it is, and you just wanted to pick up something that was a little more approachable, this is the game you're looking for. So this game was made by a massive Melee fan, Dan the Man. I think it's Fornace, I believe is his last name, how you pronounce it. If it's not, I'm so sorry, dude. Dan is the man. But this is what's amazing about this game is essentially they took the competitive nature of the game, of games like Melee, or really just Melee specifically, and they coded this game to be like that, but on purpose. So if you don't know anything about Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee, so first of all, I have thousands of hours in that game. I played it from 2001, 2-ish on to about 2008 or so. It was like my main game for that entire time while I was in middle school, all the way up through high school, and after, and beyond. I played a ton of Melee. That, like I said, thousands of hours. And when I came back to the platform fighting and Melee in general, I decided, you know what? I've played those, and I know the mountain, how high it is to climb, because even when I was playing, the competition was really fierce in my local area. But nowadays with Slippi and the amount of, how long that game has been going and is still going, I love Melee. It's been going for 20 years now. And look, it's not going anywhere, but it's really hard. And if you really want something completely insane and ultra competitive, that's the game. But if you'd rather just see what the fuss is about on good platform fighters, well, that's what this game comes into play. So I have a few hundred hours in this game, I believe. I can't remember exactly how much I have, but I'm just going to show a little bit in practice mode. So we just have a small amount of characters to pick from here. Not too many. You might recognize Ori or Shovel Knight. Yes, that's right. They are in this game. Really cool. And there's also a huge workshop in this game where people are just making insane custom characters, totally insane, crazy custom characters. I don't know, Ronald McDonald, who even knows? I mean, that's my personal favorite. I think that's the most hilarious. I've seen literally a pixel where it's just one pixel. I've seen things like Melee characters ported over that are just absurdly broken. Stuff like Gino from Super Mario RPG. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. I've seen a fridge, literally a fridge. You can play as a fridge. So yeah. Anyway, but these are the main characters in the game. So we're just gonna go like this real quick. And we're gonna get into it. Maybe, hopefully this isn't too loud. I'll try to speak over it. And we're just gonna go into practice mode here. And we're gonna pick a stage here. All right. So what do we got going on here? I just want to show, so if you're familiar with Melee, you have stuff like wave dashing. That's in this game too. You don't have any shields. All you have is a parry mechanic. So if somebody attacks you, you can parry it if you're, if you have the good timing. You have short hops, full hops, fast falls, like that. As well as, here's, we have moonwalks. It's a little more advanced, but yeah, so you get the idea. And there's no ledge grabbing. So if I try to grab this ledge, you can't grab it. So everybody has a wall jump, double jump, air dash, and recovery abilities. You see, so even though there's no grabbing the ledge, you can see there's plenty of ways to get back on. If you wall jump off the side, you get your recovery moves back. So yeah, you can do stuff like up B, jump, air dash, up B, etc. There's a lot of ways you can get back on the stage. And yeah, so there's wave landing. And the way that, what's so amazing about it to me is they made it so all of this stuff just makes sense. So like, you know, if you're familiar with Smash Brothers or Ultimate Wave Dashing, where you have to jump and then air dash down, like, you know, towards the ledge or towards a platform, Dan made it, the developer of the game made it, so that instead it's just intuitive. The game knows if you jump and air dash in a direction that's not up or at an upward angle, the game knows if you're on the ground, hey, oh, he wants to air dash. He wants to wave dash. So if I just hold like left or right, and then I just quickly press jump and air dodge, it just does it. I don't have to do it at an angle. My timing is not difficult. It doesn't change really per character for the most part. It's just extremely intuitive. There's no L canceling. So, you know, in Melee, you have to press L. We're after doing an aerial. You have to press L right as you're about to hit the ground. It would cancel your recovery animation time. In this game, there is no L canceling. But if you hit somebody and then you fast fall, it actually makes it so that you get your recovery time whenever you hit the ground. So, like, I'm already ready to go. So I'll show you what that looks like. You see right there, I didn't have to L cancel, and it was very quick. So I'm going to just do it normally without hitting him. So, like, that's as fast as I can do it. And then if I hit him, you see it's a lot faster. You can see that there. So each of these characters have, you know, unique things that they can do. And, you know, they each have their own little gimmicks, very unique stuff. Unlike, you know, Smash Brothers, it's kind of the same, a lot of clones. This game has no clones. Whoops. This game has no clones, but it does have very, like, true to Smash style characters. So, for instance, like Zetterburn, very much a spacey animal. You have things like, as you can see there, Clarin, who's very much like the Marth sortie. Rano is kind of like a Sheik character. Kind of like a Sheik character. You got your needles you can charge. And that kind of thing. The aerials look very Sheik-like if you're familiar with Sheik. There you go. So, but I'll just give you an idea when I say unique things about characters. You got stuff like this, where they have these little poison stacks on them. And depending on how many stacks they have on them, they get out of the bubble sooner or later. You can also do things like this. Direct your bubble. Yeah, you get the idea. A lot of unique things here. Also, he's a frog, so what, you know, does that mean he can jump higher? Well, yes, it does. If you crouch into frog form here, you jump. Boom. Super jump. And on top of that, this game has its own tech that people have found. So, for instance, you know, you have L canceling and whatnot in Melee. You think that's fast? In terms of, like, you know, shuffling in Melee, you know, show up fast fall really quickly. You think that is a fast way to do aerials? Wait until you see this game here. Right there. So, like, it's extremely hard. People found out basically, I think it's like if you fast fall, like, I can't remember how many frames, but it's like at least the first or like opening frames of when you hit somebody. You can basically just immediately do it again. You can see there. So, like, I'm a little rusty, as you can tell. Yeah, so you get the idea. So you can do stuff like this. Oh, let's see if I can do it, because like I said, I'm very rusty right now. All right. There you go. There we go. I got a couple aerials there. Yeah. Anyway, so what's amazing about this game as well is not only does it have all of this, it also has immaculate rollback. Immaculate rollback. So we'll go like this. Again, I am very rusty, so I'm probably gonna get absolutely smoked. Look, bear with me, all right? We're gonna go Rano, I guess. Frogman. See if we can't get a game. I'll cut this part out here, but I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. And what I say, amazing rollback. So I'll cut out the cue, and we'll just get right into the game. All right, so we got a game here against an Edilus. I'm gonna go ahead and get in here. I'm gonna show what I mean by how good the rollback is. So yeah, I have 11 ping. We're gonna see how nice this feels. Keep in mind, at platform fighters, it's all about getting that timing, right? So it's having the great timing is very important. So we're trying to hit this guy here. Probably gonna get smoked because, again, like I said, I haven't played in quite a while. Ooh, got me there. No big deal. Ooh, good little parry there. Ooh, bad DI, bad DI. Probably would have died anyway, but you know, that's how it is. And what's really good about this game as well is not only is there really good like things like netcode, and it's a little more approachable in terms of like playability if you've never played a platform fighter, learning and whatnot. There's a really good tutorial that will really allow you to just see exactly, like, learn all the moves, including like advanced moves, advanced like techniques for each of the characters, each of their own little things, their little gimmicks. It teaches you how to do them. A lot of them have like very unique. Oh, I'm very dead. Very dead. Yeah, a lot of unique stuff. Yeah, a lot of unique, all of their unique interactions with moves while you're in the tutorial. You can learn anything you want like that. There's some advanced stuff that you might not be able to learn, but it'll even teach you things like how to DI correctly or directional influence to stay alive longer than you normally would. But, ooh, almost got him. Just a little tricky thing there. Oh, that wasn't intended. So yeah. Oh, that was not what I meant to press. I'm very rusty. Very rusty. Oh no. That was bad. All right, we'll see what we can do here. Can we pull it out? Oh, almost hit with the needle there. There we go. Got him. Managed to close it out. Very close stuff. But anyway, yeah. So we'll pick another character. You've seen this character. Let's go with someone who is way fast that I need a lot more practice with in order to be better with at the moment because I am very rusty. So we'll pick Maple. You know, why not? She is totally crazy. This is like the ultra rushdown character of the game. What? Okay. You made a mistake there. That's okay. It works for us. Ooh, I made a mistake there. Oh, he made a mistake again. A lot of unique. None of the. Oh, I'm dead. Maybe not. Ooh, very dead. Maybe I'm not, actually. Barely made it. And we got him. Got him with another one there. Ooh, very dead. That's all right. We got a full stock up here. Or, yep. Oh, that was supposed to be a wave land on the platform there. Not really sure. I guess I could have gone off the stage there. Ooh. He's definitely making it back here. Oh, that was not what the move I meant to do. Oh, yes, he saw it coming. I saw it coming. We both knew it was going to happen there. And all I need to do is not do the thing that I knew was going to happen. Almost. Almost got him. Oh, yeah, I have this other move that I keep forgetting about. Ooh, that's not looking good for me. All it needs is one good move and I'm dead. Oh! Oh, that was supposed to be up. Dead. There we go. We got him. We finished it off. All right. Whew. I'm very glad that I was able to at least win a couple there. That was brutal. All right. Anyway. So yes, love this game. Absolutely love this game. Sorry I wasn't talking there. You know, this is like a full-on open mouth breathing heavily type of game while you're really focusing and whatnot. I'm going to show you really quickly what the tutorial looks like. Go to the tutorial. So we got beginner, intermediate, advanced. I haven't, finished every single thing here. We'll go character specific. Maybe I want to learn something about Palm, Palm here. This is one of the characters in the game. And you can see here, she's going to say, oh, she floats. Holding jump while falling, making sure float, etc., etc. So it says, okay, hold Y and press while falling or press down while falling, right? So I'm going to hold it. I'm floating. And there you go. Now maybe we'll do floating aerials. So we can go like this. So we go like this. If you played Smash, this is like Peach. There we go. Yeah. Just messing around with her. Down X does this. You can float around in a circle like this. And yeah. Anyway, you get the idea. of that. This will teach you everything you want to know. You go to beginner, movement, defense, defense, offense, intermediate, movement, defense, offense. It gives you advanced movement, defense, offense, etc., etc. This will teach you how to do things like wave dashing, how to do some more advanced things like DI or directional influence to stay on the stage and stay in the game longer. But overall, game is absolutely fantastic, super smooth. Like you could see, I was playing that game against that other player, that Edulus. We were doing, I mean, honestly, it felt like I was playing with him on the couch. That rollback code makes fighting games actually playable. It's absolutely fantastic. So, yeah. It's just such a fun game. Very combo friendly, very combo oriented. You know, a lot of things you can do to set up combos, get in combos, get out of combos. Yeah. So anyway, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Definitely, if you're looking for a platform fighter, pick this game up. It is amazing. And Rivals of Aether 2 is also on the horizon with a good graphical update. And it's going to have things like shielding grabs, and I believe there's ledges as well. So you can grab onto ledge instead of, you know, no ledge recovery. So anyway, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.